That's right. As we approach the midpoint of Black History Month, we continue our series spotlighting the accomplishments and contributions of some of the most remarkable Black Americans.
So I had the privilege of sitting down with three men who met each other in college and formed a pact to stick together. Today, they're all doctors, taking their oath to help others to a whole new level.
Three brothers from three different walks of life. Bad backgrounds were different.
These three men, shoulder to shoulder, but they've had each other's backs for more than 20 years. Dr. Joe Simeon.
I'm board certified obstetrician and gynecologist.
Dr. Pierre Johnson.
My true curiosity and interest sparked for being an OBGYN.
And Dr. Maxim Madir.
I'm a cardiac anesthesiologist.
All three doctors who beat the odds. Dr. Simeon selling drugs at a young age in New Orleans. Dr. Johnson growing up on the south side of Chicago, his parents addicted to drugs. Dr. Madir, the son of Haitian immigrants who moved to New York. Three Black men from different lives of hardship who happened by chance to meet in the same place, struggling in the library at Xavier University of Louisiana. Do you remember the moment you met? Do you remember the moment you laid eyes on each other?
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, he said one thing to me. He said, "I refuse to fail." And when he said that, I was like, okay, we're going to be best friends because he has the same drive, passion, and determination.
Lifting each other up, holding each other accountable.
We were getting, D's and F's and subpar grades our freshman year. And then when we finally linked up, we realized that through each other, we could pull each other up.
All three graduating, going their separate ways from medical school. But the challenges not over. Simeon even moved to Illinois for a month to help Johnson after he failed the MCATs, a required test to get into med school.
To have somebody that is feeling that right with you and got your back and is your support, it changes life.
But then finally, that moment. What is that moment like when you're all three doctors?
That moment was, I was happy, but deep inside, you feel like something's missing. And that was the turning point. What am I gonna do now for others?
That burning question as they all three face the realities of the world, including discrimination they say came from colleagues and patients, even other people of color.
Be completely confident in your cultural identity. We go in the hospital, we got earrings, we got tattoos, and we do that for a specific reason. We have the knowledge and we know how to communicate effectively.
The friends who are more like brothers, putting their stories on paper. Their book, The Pulse of Perseverance.
You have to put your failures out there. I had to be exposed that, my parents were addicted to drugs. Like all of those things have to be transparent and put out there so that kids can actually put themselves in our shoes.
Book proceeds go to their nonprofit aimed at educating young people, inspiring those who look like them, and awarding a monthly scholarship. Pulse of Perseverance scholarship recipient Caleb Johnson is a pre-med student at Prairie View A&M in Texas.
Reading the book, it taught me a lot. I felt like I could relate to the book 100%. I felt like they wrote the book just for me.
Thanks to more Black women training to become physicians, the number of Black people attending med school has increased over a 30-year period. But the number of Black men graduating from med school dropped from 57% in 1986 to 35% by 2015. These men want more people of color in the medical field, but their message is broader.
If you want to be a physician, that's great. But if you want to be that next CEO, that entrepreneur, people make it seem like, oh, there's not a formula. No, there's a formula.
We want to be here as your support system to prepare y'all for the brace and the challenges that life is going to throw at y'all.
Today, they're sharing that formula in schools and communities across the country, telling children who grew up like them there's more to life than sports or entertainment.
When you put the education behind you, you could do anything you want to do. No one can take it from you, and you control it.
The next chapter, implementing the changes they want to see, helping educate the educators about at-risk youth and empowering kids to help them find success. Do you feel successful?
It's never enough. It's never enough.
I think that's one thing that we all have in common is that we're never satisfied. We always want more.
And this spring, the trio will deliver the commencement at their alma mater at Xavier University of Louisiana, a well-known historically Black college.
And those men actually chose Xavier knowing that the nation's only historically Black Catholic institution consistently places Black students in medical school. And it's so great seeing them excelling at something that's not sports, that's not music, which is great. but to show there's more out there for black men, black people.
And that's their message. These men are extraordinarily smart. They're caring. They are leaders. And I can tell you that they're making an impact in their communities as well. And to learn more about their efforts, Pulse of Perseverance, their website is pulseof p3.com. Also, a lot of folks enjoy meeting these people, including our producers, Gentrix, Brianna. I wonder why.
Look at that.
Big shout out to our editor, Matt, for that piece as well. It was an honor to meet these men.